You get on the treadmill. You set it to maximum speed. You run until your legs give out, you sweat your entire shirt, and you get off completely exhausted. And yet, week after week, the mirror doesn't change. Your belly stays exactly the same. The definition you so desperately want simply doesn't appear. Then you start to think the problem is you, that you lack willpower, that your body is different from others and was born to be this way. You've already changed your workout routine, downloaded apps, sworn that this time it would work, and nothing. The frustration of putting in so much effort and seeing so little begins to turn into discouragement. Stop everything for a second. The problem isn't you. The problem is that you've been sold a lie. That good cardio is cardio that hurts. That the more you suffer on the treadmill, the more results you'll see in the mirror. You've been pushing yourself in the wrong place with the wrong intensity at the wrong time. And no one has ever sat down with you to explain how your body actually burns fat. It's not your fault. You've never had the right information. Today that changes. I'm going to show you 6 adjustments that will help your body define itself with less effort, not more. Each one is based on the real physiology of the human body, not just guesswork from people yelling at the gym. And the last one is the simplest of all, the one almost nobody applies, and it's probably exactly what you're missing. So stick with me until the end. The first adjustment is what I call slow cardio that burns more fat. You probably believe that the more breathless you get, the more fat you're melting. It's the opposite. There's a zone called Zone 2, which is around 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. At this slower pace, your body uses fat as its primary fuel because it has enough oxygen to burn it calmly within the mitochondria, the energy factories of your cells. When you accelerate too much, the body switches fuel and starts burning sugar, not fat. Furthermore, always training at your limit exhausts you so quickly that you'll hardly maintain the habit for many weeks. So run less, breathe better. Do this. Choose a brisk walk, a bike ride, or a light jog at a pace where you can still talk without getting out of breath. If you start panting and can't finish a sentence, ease up. Slow isn't weak, it's strategy. The second adjustment is the invisible expenditure that's worth more than the treadmill. You think you only burn calories during those 40 minutes of exercise, and that's where the mistake lies. There's a mechanism called NEAT, which is the energy expended in everything you do outside of exercise. Walking to the market, climbing stairs, standing, washing dishes, even swinging your leg while seated. For many people, NEAT burns far more calories at the end of the day than the workout session itself. The problem is that modern life keeps you sedentary. You sit all day and negate this expenditure. The good news is that you can recover this expenditure without setting foot in the gym. Do this. Set a step goal on your phone, take the stairs instead of the elevator, park further away, and get up from your chair every half hour. These are small decisions that add up a lot at the end of the day. Your body burns calories all day long. Take advantage of that. The third adjustment is a 10-minute walk after your meal. Every time you eat, especially carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises quickly. Your body releases insulin to store this excess, and much of it ends up stored as fat. But there's a simple shortcut. When you walk right after eating, the leg muscles pull the sugar directly from the blood to use as energy through little doors called GLUT4 that open with movement. The result is a much lower sugar spike and less stored fat. And the best part, you don't even need to sweat for this to work, just the light movement of your legs. Do this. After lunch or dinner, walk for 10 to 15 minutes without rushing, even if it's just inside your house. 10 minutes. After eating, simple as that. The fourth adjustment is the brake on excess that unlocks your definition. This one goes against everything you've been taught. If you do intense training every single day, thinking you're accelerating results, you may be hindering them. The reason has a name: cortisol, the stress hormone. When you push yourself to the limit at high intensity without rest, the body keeps cortisol levels high all the time. Chronically high cortisol keeps the body in a state of alert, retaining fluid, holding onto belly fat, and hindering recovery. It's not that high intensity is bad, it's that it becomes poison when there's no rest. Do this. Limit really strenuous training to twice a week, and fill the rest of the days with that light zone 2 from the first adjustment. Give your body time to lower cortisol and recover. Sometimes, doing less is exactly what makes you show up. And before we continue, let me tell you about something that completely changes the game. Everything you just saw are pieces of a larger puzzle, and that puzzle has a name: the White Protocol. It's a practical guide for anyone who wants to lose weight or gain muscle by integrating what neuroscience, physiology, and behavioral psychology have discovered about the human body, and what no personal trainer has ever taught you. If you think you need an expensive gym, imported supplements, or an extreme diet to transform your body, you're wrong. True transformation is triggered by biological mechanisms that most people completely ignore. Contrary to what the fitness industry sells you, the body doesn't respond to simple rules. It responds to signals, rhythms, and hormones. And if you want to unlock your results and build the body you've always wanted, click the link in the bio or the pinned comment and get the white protocol now. When you understand the rules, you're in control of the game. Now let's move on to the fifth adjustment, and it happens while you sleep. That's right. You can do all the cardio perfectly and still not get defined if you sleep poorly. Sleep controls two hormones that determine your hunger. Leptin, which signals that you are satisfied, and ghrelin, which signals that you are hungry. When you sleep little, ghrelin rises and leptin falls, and the next day you feel an unusual hunger, especially for sweets. Furthermore, it is during deep sleep that the body releases growth hormone, which repairs muscles and helps burn fat. In other words, a bad night's sleep can sabotage an entire day of good choices. Do this. Protect yourself with 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Keep your room dark, and turn off screens at least half an hour before bed. Treat your sleep with the same respect you treat your workout. You get defined while sleeping, literally. The sixth and final adjustment is the easy days rule that keeps you going. This is the simplest of all, and it's the one almost no one respects. Think about it. You start a new routine with everything you've got, you destroy yourself in the first week, you're sore for 3 days, and you give up the following month. Sound familiar? Your brain repeats what it associates with pleasure, not what it associates with suffering. That's dopamine at work. When the workout is enjoyable and at your level, you want to come back tomorrow. When it's torture, your brain builds resistance. And in the long run, consistency always wins over those who are intense for a short time. A light workout that you do 5 times a week is worth much more than a brutal workout that you do once and then disappear. Do this. Make the workout easy enough that you want to come back the next day, and create a rule of never missing 2 days in a row. Silent consistency is what truly transforms the body. The best cardio is the one you don't give up on. So now I want to know from you. Of these 6 adjustments, which one will you test first tomorrow? Write it in the comments below because I read and respond. And if today you understood that your body doesn't need more suffering, but rather the right signals, then take the next step. Click on the white protocol link and start playing by the rules in your favor. Your body has always been ready to change. You just needed someone to tell you how. Now you know.